If you're looking to travel to a place that's bustling with entertainment, fine dining, art and craft, and positive energy, New York will do the trick. It's the perfect destination for clubbing, splurging, and enjoying the nightlife as the city never sleeps. From beautiful parks and art museums to food markets and historical venues, New York is a great place to start whether you're entertaining out-of-town guests or simply want to channel your inner tourist. In today's video, we'll show you some of the most breathtaking locations in New York that'll make you want to immediately pack your bags and hop on a plane to get away from the monotony of home life. Number 25. New York Historical Society. This landmark on Manhattan's West Side is a must-visit for history lovers. It was established in 1804, making it New York's oldest museum. The museum preserved the hyphen in its name to pay homage to the city's past, as that is how New York was known in the early 1800s. More than 1.6 million exhibits, works of art, and artifacts from the past of the city and the country are housed in the collection. When visiting, don't miss out on the Women's History Center and an exhibit of 100 stunning Tiffany lamps on the 4th level. Number 24. Niagara Falls. Located on both the American and Canadian sides of the border, Niagara Falls consists of 3 separate waterfalls that, when merged, provide a combined drop of 165 feet and a flow rate of around 6 million cubic feet per minute. Although there are around 500 waterfalls in the world that are higher, Niagara Falls is amazing for its raw strength. Additionally, millions of regional tourists can travel there more easily than many other major falls. Number 23. Bryant Park. Bryant Park is one of the best places in New York to spend a warm summer afternoon. The grounds include memorials, gardens, and the well-known carousel, Le Carousel. Bryant Park transforms into an outdoor skating rink when the snow falls and the temperature drops. Unlike the rink in Central Park, this one is open to everyone. Skates can be brought from home or rented at the concession stand. Number 22. Taganock Falls State Park. Taganock Falls State Park is a popular tourist destination with an impressive waterfall with the same name as the park. In the summer, hikers enjoy the park's trails, which may also be used for cross-country skiing in the winter. The pathways cross numerous natural skating ponds and sledding hills, providing additional wintertime entertainment. It is also possible to hire cottages as well as campsites if you're planning to spend the night. Number 21. Carnegie Hall. As New York's first significant performance venue, Carnegie Hall debuted in 1891 and is reputed to have some of the best acoustics in the world. Though seeing a show there is the greatest way to see the venue, a guided tour is excellent for learning more about the building's history and architecture. The tour provides an in-depth look at the venue, details the building's architecture, and talks about some of the performers. Tours conclude at the Rose Museum. Number 20. Ellis Island. Ellis Island is located in New York Bay and was the spot where over 12 million immigrants entered the United States from Europe and the rest of the world. The island houses an immigration museum and is part of the Statue of Liberty National Monument. The museum highlights the tales of the immigrants who arrived in America in search of a better life and the employees who handled immigration procedures and maintained Ellis Island operational. Number 19. St. Patrick's Cathedral. St. Patrick's Cathedral is one of New York's finest examples of Gothic revival. With its massive bronze doors, white marble facade, 330-foot spires, the great organ, rose window, bronze baldachin, 2,400 seating capacity, and the statue of Peta at the side of the Lady Chapel. The cathedral draws millions of visitors every year from both tourists and believers. Number 18. Mohonk Preserve. The Mohonk Preserve is a big nature preserve that spans 8,000 acres and features cliffs, streams, and forests for visitors to explore. Hiking, trail jogging, cycling, Nordic skiing, horseback riding, and many other activities are all ideal on the trails. The Shawagunks, also known as the Gunks climbing region, which is located in Mahang, is one of the most well-liked climbing locations in America and offers routes of various difficulties. Number 17. Yankee Stadium. If you're a sports enthusiast, Yankee Stadium is probably already on your radar. Whether you have tickets to a game or just want to check out the home of 27-time World Series champions, the New York Yankees. Even the fiercest rivals in sports will have fun on tours that last an hour and often include Monument Park and the museum. Number 16. Long Island. When compared to the other islands in the United States, Long Island stands out as the largest and longest. Long Island is a well-liked haven for visitors looking for a quieter, more relaxed way of life away from the hustle and bustle of New York City. Along with windswept dunes and former whaling and fishing ports, the coastlines are lined with well-known summer resorts. Number 15. Rockefeller Center. One of the most intriguing New York tourist destinations is Rockefeller Center, a massive shopping complex in the heart of Manhattan. From the top of the Rock Observation Deck's breathtaking views of the city to MoMA's mind-blowing artwork to the year-round entertaining events and tours, there's always some fascinating event going on at Rockefeller Center. Number 14. New York Public Library. The main branch of the New York Public Library was designed by Carrere and Hastings in the Beaux Arts style. The library is a well-known local landmark with stunning interiors that has been in several films and television programs throughout the years. This library is so big that its main reading room takes up 2 blocks of space, and it has a periodicals room with 10,000 copies of the most recent issues of magazines. Number 13. Metropolitan Museum of Art. Within its walls, the Met's permanent collection alone contains nearly 2 million works of art, spanning 5,000 years. When visiting the museum, don't pass up the opportunity to view some of these pieces in person. The museum is enormous, so you could easily spend a full week wandering its endless halls. Plan ahead if you're short on time, and decide what you're most eager to see. Number 12. Cooperstown. Baseball fans flock to Cooperstown because it's home to the National Baseball Hall of Fame, as well as Doubleday Field, the ballpark that is said to be the birthplace of baseball. The city also includes a good number of other museums, such as the Fenimore Art Museum and the Farmers Museum, a living museum that depicts life on a farm in the 1840s. Number 11. Lincoln Center. Lincoln Center is a must-see for any culture vulture who wants to experience the best in ballet, symphony, or opera. Dreams of appearing on one of the 30 indoor and outdoor stages scattered throughout the center are held by musicians, dancers, and artists of all kinds. Every day, Films at Lincoln Center presents cutting-edge movies in addition to live acts. Number 10. Syracuse. Syracuse, which lies in upstate New York, is the 4th largest city in the state of New York. The Erie Canal Museum in Syracuse is a great place to learn about the history of the area, the canal, and the city itself. The Milton J. Rubenstein Museum of Science offers interactive exhibits and excursions that make it ideal for families. Number 9. Montauk. The laid-back beachside community of Montauk on Long Island is a great place for vacationers to unwind and take in the scenery. Visitors flock to Montauk for a variety of reasons, but one of the most common is to observe the playful seals that gather along the shores of Montauk Point State Park. Number 8. Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue is New York's finest shopping district and one of the most well-known shopping avenues in the country. Here, many renowned designers have their flagship businesses. This upscale route is lined with luxury stores including Cartier, Tiffany, Bergdorf Goodman, the renowned Apple Store Fifth Avenue, Saks Fifth Avenue, and many more. Even people who don't shop can enjoy a stroll down Fifth Avenue. Number 7. Albany. Capital of New York, Albany sits on the western side of the Hudson River. Many of the city's mansions and historic structures, including the Schuyler Mansion, Ten Broeck Mansion, and New York State Executive Mansion, are open for tours. Visits to the Institute of Art and History and performances at the Palace Theater, both located in the city's historic district, are examples of cultural activities that can be enjoyed here. Number 6. Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden holds 300 events a year and is the home of the Knicks, Rangers, and Liberty. Some of the biggest political and cultural events in the history of the planet have taken place in the arena. The Garden is used for professional ice hockey and basketball, as well as boxing, mixed martial arts, concerts, ice shows, circuses, professional wrestling, and other forms of sports and entertainment. Number 5. Chinatown. People travel great distances to visit the amazing restaurants, temples, festivals, and stores and market stalls filled with ethnic crafts in the Chinese neighborhood of New York. Those that love food and culture, a stroll through the lively and colorful streets of Chinatown is unquestionably recommended. If you happen to be in town in February, you might get lucky and see the parade and firework displays during the Lunar New Year. Number 4. Broadway. One of the most iconic New York experiences is taking in a Broadway performance. This theater, which is regarded as the best in the country, features both the most recent productions and time-honored classics. Broadway puts on plays of various kinds and is well known for its stunning musicals. It's primarily located around Times Square. Although it's best to get tickets well in advance of your trip, there will undoubtedly be last-minute opportunities for big-budget productions as well as more intimate stage debuts. Number 3. Times Square. Visitors are drawn to Times Square and the rest of New York City's neon core for the bright lights, Broadway plays, mega stores, and sheer spectacle, which often includes dressed characters willing to pose for photos. The introduction of cafe tables and pedestrian-only zones a few years ago has made it simpler and more inviting to hang out here. Thanks to the abundance of hotels in every price range and the accessibility of numerous modes of public transportation, including subways, railways, buses, and more yellow cabs than you can count, Times Square is definitely one of the most visited spots. Number 2. Central Park. One of the many features that makes New York such a lovely and livable city is Central Park, a massive park stretching for 2.5 miles along the city's center at a width of half a mile. Anyone visiting New York City should take a stroll in Central Park's winding paths, ride a bicycle through them, or ride in a carriage. You can even put on your skates in the winter and skate over Wallman Rink. The majority of the attractions in Central Park are free, making it one of the few inexpensive things to do in New York City. Number 1. The Statue of Liberty. Finally, gracing the number 1 spot, and that too for a good reason, is the Statue of Liberty. To fully appreciate New York City, visitors must stop by and admire the iconic Statue of Liberty. French sculptor Frédéric Bartholdi created this well-known landmark for the United States as a gift from France. The Staten Island ferry to see the Statue of Liberty is free, but visitors who wish to go to Ellis Island must purchase a ticket in advance that includes transportation. From scenic gardens and museums to culinary bazaars and cultural institutions, New York is frequently referred to as the media and entertainment hub, perfect for partying, shopping, and enjoying life to the fullest.